Good evening and good morning. So, uh, today's our fourth session. We'll try and go a little bit more subtler today, and I'll share a few things and then we'll begin. First of all, I think what we are really trying to attempt with these small groups that we are doing is whether we all gain our own individual capacities to truly transform our body and really at the body level. And we're not saying this literally, really at the body level, receive light, receive love, receive vastness inside the body itself. So this is the attempt. And like mother's work was quite advanced, the cells themselves were calling up and they were receiving. So our attempt is to head there in some way in our own capacity. So one thing to keep in mind is even though we are doing these as processes guided where there are some steps that are given, really there are no steps. So everything is a practice. Like if in a session like a 20-minute, I'm putting 1 2 3 4 5 whatsoever, there is no sequence to it. It can be played any which way, and you can start from open from this door, open from the other door. Only the basics, we should get it right. The other thing I'm also observing, especially when people have been doing the practices for some time, is they actually stop doing the practices. Like in the beginning, there's a very freshness. They come, they do it, and they notice that something is occurring. As things go by, it's kind of they like it, but somewhere it also gets a little stale. They really don't do the practice. The mind kind of fools them out. And I've been observing this in many and sometimes in myself also. So, uh, really get so even if we do it once or twice, for example, we do a condense and let go, then ensure that actually you're doing it, with your full awareness and your sensorial presence and all of that stuff. So to keep in mind, there are only three things. There is the body, and then there are stuff that is entangled in it. So you talk to somebody, they say something, it gets absorbed in you. Their thoughts, their energies, their emotions all gets absorbed, mixed with something in us, and it generates a fear or a attraction or a irritation whatsoever. So there is a body, and there are all these stuff that flows, the thoughts, the emotions, the senses, and there is the divine. Everything is an interaction between these three, and that's what we're playing with. Okay. So when you're in real time, we should not have any steps in the mind. You should try and always have a connect between the two. I mean, a connect between the one and three, which means you are within the body, which means, let's say you're talking to somebody and you notice that something is creeping inside you or a fear is coming from inside you. First thing you have to ensure is you are descending and you're present inside the body, inside the substance. In fact, Mother has spoken here and there that the greatest protection comes from being inside the body. So this is the first thing. So it's not that we are going to come here and do these half an hour, 1 hour practice sessions. That's just warm up. The real testing ground is in life. So in life, ensure that 1 and 3 you aspire, and somehow you're inside the body, and somehow you're actually touching and feeling a divine quality. These two are your link points. Then whatever comes is easier. Let's say there is a fear that arises, there is a uh, irritation that arises, or there's an attraction that arises, we can play with that. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Today we'll see spontaneously what comes. There are 4 5 agendas that have come, so I really don't know which we would follow. We'll begin and see. We will try and see a little bit above connection I want to do. And I think we will go a little bit more on purification today. How do you purify these stuff that flows in us? And if time permits, we'll also do a little bit of work on touching the substance of the body. This is the agenda. In between, as we do the session, any doubts, anytime, just put it on chat and I'll pick it up. Okay. So yeah, so we can begin. Kindly close your eyes and become aware of your breath. So I'm going to leave you on your own for 2-3 minutes. Your exploration on your own, in your own way, is that as you're breathing, you're able to feel the breath flowing through your body. The flow of breath within the body substance, you're aware. And with your in breath, just allow the breath to go further and beyond the top of your head, as if it's just darting out in space on its own. So you're not necessarily imagining, but you're permitting the breath. And then somewhere you'll feel the breath again, feel it within the body. And as the breath, in breath comes to its end, where you'll be breathing and you take your breath up, up to the top of your head, just relax and allow it for a few seconds to go above. So you're using your breath to connect deeper into your body and the divine above. Do this in your own way. When you're doing it, when the thought comes, open your awareness wider so the thoughts won't hold you. Slightly, you can use vastness. Slightly move your awareness wider into the vastness so that the thoughts don't grip you. Widen your awareness more and more so that there's no grip that the thought has. And for that, you can even put your attention a little bit on your, say, in your mind region or in your eyebrow center, because that will immediately show you. If the thought has gripped you, you'll see a image of a person or the situation. When that occurs, maybe at your eyebrow center or your mind, immediately widen the mouth of that center by just spreading out. Thought can't grip you that much. And just be with the flow of breath, touching the above and the body. Now, come to your eyebrow center if you can, or if that's difficult for you, you can just do it in the mind or top of the head. I'll give the instruction for the eyebrow center. In the eyebrow center, there's also the awareness and there's also the consciousness there. That'll show you if you're getting gripped by thought. For a few minutes, connect the eyebrow center to the above and simply wait. When a thought grips, immediately widen, stretching on the left and right of the eyebrow center, and you'll actually see the thought loses its grip. Continue to keep your eyebrow center pointed to the above. At this point, if anybody known to you is thinking of you or something is occurring in you, a thought will come. Escape it, escape it by widening. Stay wide and be with the flow, either from the mind or the eyebrow center connected to the above. Slowly become more and more receptive. At least you will feel your breath flowing, or you may receive some light, some joy. Nothing to imagine. If it comes, you receive. Now be very quiet without doing anything, leaving it to the divine to do whatever the divine wants for a minute or two. Staying connected to the above, just go quiet. Even if nothing seems to be occurring, be quiet. And if something seems to be occurring, be even more quieter, allowing the Divine Mother and the Shakti to do the work directly. Bring full awareness to your body. Go tune in to the body's quality of being a sponge and simply become a sponge turned above. There is no step. We allow the Divine Mother and the Shakti and the breath to do the work. Our job is to simply sink into the body overall, dropping into the sponging nature and remain turned above for a couple of minutes. And then whatever has come in into the body, we need to hold it inside. And for that, for a few moments, it's almost like you close down the doors of the body by turning. Our body has a lot of sensors all over. Try and just gather the entire body from the skin and intuitively turn as many of the sensors inward as possible. There's no method to it. You just hug the entire body and turn it inward and be with whatever the body is graced with in the moment. Let go, allow the process to complete by itself. We'll take a pause for 2 minutes. Those who need to shift your postures, you don't have to sit in one location, feel comfortable. So just to capture what we did, in fact, this is a practice with which we can live our life. There's nothing that we're doing. Sequence can be anything. Basically, we're just relaxing the body, making it receptive, sponging, and we're just connecting to the above. Today we did it from the eyebrow center. We can do it from the other centers also. We'll cover it over the next 4 sessions. And simply, so you're just waiting and then drinking whatever comes in, you're just allowing it to flow. You're using breath as an anchor. Ideally, we live our life like this. Okay. Any questions? You can unmute and ask or put on chat. We'll take 1 or 2 minutes for any question, if there's any. Okay. Is anybody typing? Let me know. I wouldn't know until you send. Okay. If it comes, I'll respond. Now, we go a little bit for purification now, because the more we're purifying, main goal is to touch the substance of our body. That's our main goal in this course. And when you touch the substance of our body, you'll find, like we say, there's a source above, source in the cave of the heart. We really want to go to the substance, and there you'll get a lot of richness. So that's the effort. And for that, a certain preparation is what we're still toying with. I'll do a little bit of thought purification today, which is very important for body work also. Two things. We'll do two practices, short ones. We'll just take something that is bothering us in our life, and I guess all of us have enough of something that bothers us. It can be about your health, it can be about a relationship, profession, whatever. Thoughts will come. Okay. Now, the one of the main methods we are learning is condensing and letting go. And so we saw that in the body, we'll keep repeating it. So when you get the thoughts, you'll get mixtures of images, emotions, all of that stuff. Want you to learn to, so it's like you're catching it with your awareness, you're catching it with your breath, with your subtle hand. It's almost like you're compressing. Now, do it slow or fast as per your need, but essentially there should be a collapse. Things need to come together. So which means that the thought, the emotion, etc., it needs to come together irrespective of you or the other, come together. And as it comes together, you need to be able to open it up. So you gather the thoughts, bring it together. It's almost like it becomes closer and closer. So you should see the images coming closer, the situations coming closer, etc. The emotions and feelings, all of those currents, etc. There'll be some colors or whatever. All of that closer, and simply just point to the above. Now, when you point to the above, you have to feel something in the above. Given time, we'll make some exploration there. See, what happens is there are many ranges above. Up to a certain point, even if I keep my awareness, you'll get only a temporal effect. Like there'll be some vastness that comes or some silence that comes. But only when we are graced, either the divine takes a hand or by luck we just land somewhere. Only when we touch certain portions of height, what comes in has a capacity to transform our body, to transform our senses. Otherwise, we get a temporal effect. But if we are able to really reach like into the depth of the heights, something imposed, and that's not by effort, it's by years of or moments of, it depends, sadhana and grace that comes. So when you ingather the thought, so maybe even you can do like this. You're ingathering the thought and you're seeing all of the thoughts coming in, and you can even see it from the eyebrow center or, from the overall mind or head. And then as it comes together, view it, for example, from the eyebrow center, just view the thoughts and you view the above. It's like, so for example, if a flower is here, I'm underneath the flower, I can see the flower and I can see the sky also. I can see the flower, I can see the sun also. Similarly, in your inward eye, you're compressing the thoughts, And let's say from the eyebrow center, I'm seeing the thought and I'm seeing the above and I'm waiting. Actually, something will start shifting in that small pool and then you let it go. So you bring it together and then you let it go. At the end, you keep it back in your mind. Okay? Don't waste it because there is something precious about it. Also, thoughts. We don't see our thoughts are scattered, so thus we lose our concentration. Thoughts have some pure substance also inside it. So after you've done to whatever extent, even if 20%, 30% something is better, after about 3 or 4 times, you will keep it inside your, just keep it in your, inside your mind kind of a thing. Any doubts? Let me know. One more detail is, this is what we'll do now, but one more detail is when you do the body work, you'll see a lot of stuff inside. Like you go in, you see pain, you go in, you see fear. This also gathers in the thought. Now, actually, what happens is it becomes a problem. I'm doing the body work, which is healing, but it gathers in my thought, and something from the thought reinforces back. Like you're purifying something. Let's say, for example, you're cleaning up something, and something from your head is just falling back into it. Like that, what happens is, even when we do the body work, it loads back into the thought. You're seeing, and by that act, something loads in your thought. So there again, we can either do the practice of vastness like the last time, or this one, where you're just compressing the thought and letting it go, so that true body work can occur. But that's just a detail. Right now, we'll do this. Any doubts? Let me know, or we'll begin. Okay. I want you to actually condense and let go. Huh? Actually. Okay. So we'll begin. Just for a moment, connect to your body and just completely relax your body. Let your body go receptive, but not tamasic, which means it goes relaxed, but it's able to hold a stan, a posture. And also just pass your awareness through your body and make certain minor postural corrections. Try and get a flow through the body. If our posture is tight somewhere, tense somewhere, the flow in the physical body, the prana or the biocurrent flow, etc., gets stuck. Okay, so you want the physical body to participate also. So just make minor adjustments. Like you'll try and get your spine relaxed and vertical, head relaxed and falling nicely on the neck nicely relaxed, falling on the shoulder. Any portions that are tensed in the chest and back relaxed so that there is a flow that can occur as best across the body. Just symbolically, before we begin the thought work, just condense and let go the body once. Condense simply means you hug the body and bring all the cells together using your awareness, using your breath, using your subtle hands. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Bring it as close. The closer you come, you will feel the intimacy of the connections. You'll feel a quietness, you'll feel a warmth. And when it is at the closest, also keep it open to the above. And then just let go, spread it out, even physically relax the body and internally loosen up everything. Ensure actually there is a compression, actually there is a widening. Even if you slightly exaggerate it, it's okay in the beginning, so that you're actually doing it. Do this a few times yourself. Condense and let go your body. And one last time, do the condense and let go of the body. Just stay quiet for 2 minutes, allowing the divine to do whatever the Divine Mother, the Shakti wants. We remain quiet without doing anything. And now we'll work on the thoughts. Think of a relationship where there's some challenge, or a situation where there's some challenge. You can bring your awareness to the eyebrow center or the center of your head. And from there, just look at the person or people in the relationship situation. Just become aware of all the images, sound, feelings, emotions that are coming up in the situation and in between you and the others in the relationship. The room, the places, all of that. Now, slowly in the beginning, later on you can do fast, slowly so that you're actually compressing inch by inch, bring all the thought images, sound, feelings and emotions together, closer and closer. Gather it so that the thought, all of that, whatever it is made of, becomes a tiny ball. It's not imagination, you're actually doing it with your concentration, breath, and awareness. And when it becomes a tiny ball, just simply open it to the above. So from your eyebrow or the center of your head, watch the thought ball, curve your awareness, and stay connected to the above, and simply wait in a receptive manner. Allow something from the above, like light or joy or vastness, to by itself flow into the thought ball. And then let go, which means allow it to scatter if it wants, or stay there as it wants. Just let go and be quiet, still aware of the above. Now, begin back again. Think of the same situation, same relationship, and see what thoughts come this time. It can be the same, slightly different. More details may show up, or lesser may show up. Now, before we begin the condensing, just allow a larger vision to be present, by the past, present, and the future, even though we don't know what it is. we can simply call the will of the future, the will of the divine future. Just hold a larger vision and keeping your awareness in the eyebrow center or the center of your head at your own pace, slow or fast. I'll be quiet for 2-3 minutes. Condense completely all the images, emotions, etc. into a ball. Leave it open to the above. Wait for some time and then let go and allow it to scatter. And then do it one last time on your own. Same situation of relationship. Look at it. Allow our thoughts to come, feelings and emotions to come. Condense, point it to the above. But this time, since it's the last time, once you condense, whatever is there after you pointed to the above and receive, place that within your own mind. Let go and be quiet for 2 minutes, allowing the Divine Mother and Shakti to do whatever they wish. Just be very quiet. Just let go. We'll take a break for a minute or so before going for the final practice. Any doubts? Anything to check? You should be able to do this on your own. Like at least just let's say 3 times, 4 times a day. Let's say you're going to the restroom, whatsoever. Just pause. So many thoughts going in. Just once or twice, clear things up. And especially when you're doing body work, very important. You're seeing a lot inside. Like you see the pain, you see the thing. Let the mind not load it. Just either connect it to the vastness or like this, so that the mind is left blank as much as possible. Yeah. Any doubts before we go for a final practice? Okay, so here we go for the final one. Yes. So somebody has put a private message. I'll send you via WhatsApp after the session is over. Okay. It was interesting that the first practice was smooth flowing in this one big block in neck area. Yeah, okay. So which means then, yeah, you see the thought region that we are working on, the thought then converts itself. So the what lands here then comes into the throat region, neck region. We'll try and let's say work on the neck throat the next session. Okay, but you can also work using the same methods. Okay, all right. And don't strain any center. Huh? We're just using a center like an eyebrow or the center of the head, but don't overstrain anything. And second thing is, I learned it in this retreat. There was a physiotherapist, and I saw the importance of keeping the body not stiff, because there has to be a flow in the body. The subtle body and the physical body has to go together. It's very important. Okay, all right. So last practice, we'll continue it later as well. Free flow, we just move above, okay, above the head, and partial effort. In the beginning, we use extended senses to kind of hear or feel what is there. But if we are only relying on our senses, we won't reach a certain height. So after a certain point, you just surrender. Almost coming to the title of this course, bodies pray to transform, like that. Simply with the entire body, we scoop the entire body, and with that, just go up. And after a certain point, we'll just free flow. We just offer ourselves to the divine with a simple prayer to take us to a greater height and allow these consciousness to kind of, grace us. So we'll do it intuitively. And at the end, I'll just close the session, and any questions you can put it on WhatsApp. So kindly close your eyes. While I give instructions, follow your intuition. This is between you and the divine. My voice has got nothing to do with this. Simply aspire with your whole body. Body's prayer to transform. Aspire with the whole body like a white flame pointed upward. Be with the vastness too, because vastness is a great supporter for a greater height. So it's almost like there's infinity around you, and it's in a way you touch the infinity or you gather the infinity, and like a white flame with your entire body, you shoot your awareness upwards. You let your awareness float up, fast or slow. That's up to you. It really doesn't matter. Go to any height that's possible, that's allowed for you. Wherever it lands up, just stay there for a few moments, becoming aware of what do you see, what do you hear, what do you experience. Is there any vastness, light, silence? And from wherever you are, just nudge it and allow the awareness to go further up. You can almost start giving your awareness to the divine, say Mother or Shervindo or anybody else whom you take as a divine. Without doing anything, hand over the awareness and consciousness to them of yours. Let them take it where they want. And then just totally let go. Wherever you are from there, include an awareness of your body, which sometimes may seem like a tiny speck, or you may be aware of the entire body. From there, just embrace your entire body so that the qualities of the above can be soaked by themselves within your body. Let go and bring your full awareness back right into the deepest substance of your body, the body's weight and mass and density. If you come in like that, immediately you'll feel a silence and a vertical orientation. Remain in the depth of your body's substance, awareness left open to the above. Remain in this state as long as you have time. You can even lie down for a few minutes if that helps. Quietly being in the very density, mass and weight of your body across with your breath. Allow the higher to act and do whatever it wants. Remain quiet. And when you think it's over, then you can close the practice for yourself. Take your time. I'll close the link now.